Double busy, getting busy, Yo, 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 what's up, it's me, the double busy. Let's take King Eric and go conquer some holy sites. Here are the 3 closest holy sites for the Asatru faith, and here's what the map's looking like right now. And we are Sweden. Now, Småland says 1470 for its troops, about 1500, but you add their allies, that's about 2200, which is actually a little bit more than we have. It says he's in a war and he's losing, but when you click on that war, he's actually just a supporting member ally of that war, and the war is over here. So if we declare war, he's going to come back home, fight us, and call in his allies. That's not going to be so good. So I'm thinking that the holy site of Leire is not where we want to be going right now. So we're going to start heading north towards the holy site of Troendheim, and along the way there's a lot smaller duchies or jarls. Okay, let's check out Opland. 1400 and no allies. So it looks like we're going to be plowing a path right through Jarl Dag's territory. Scratch that, we are not going to be plowing through his territory because we are in a truce with him. I wish it would show that in his diplomacy, but there it is in ours. Before we go off to war, I want to go ahead and start putting some of this gold to use by constructing war camps. I like the extra 150 levies. I particularly like the extra knight. Defender advantage I'm not worried about too much because I think we have enough soldiers to defend, especially if we're getting raided. The prestige you get from this is not very much, and the control growth is not very much, and markets and gold, we can always just go steal everybody else's gold. So let's construct war camps. Alright, last idea here. Jarl Vian, I want to vassalize. He's getting really close. So I have a sway scheme going against him. Perhaps if I offer to join this war, and this is a holy war where the Duke of Angria here, and he's got like 5 duchies. He has Duchy of Angria, Duchy of Ostfalen, Duchy of Westfalen, Duchy of Holstein, Duchy of Anhalt. This guy's got 5 duchies. And he's a Catholic Saxon. He's a dirty heathen. So we're going to offer to join that war. He does not lead a side in the holy war for the chiefdom. Okay. The leader is my uncle, so you know what? Let's go offer my uncle. There we go! Yeah! And now we can raise our armies right here because that's the closest point and go join that war. Alright, so we went in here to try to siege back our friend, our uncle's tribal holding, and we got caught by their armies. The friends stayed down here, didn't bother to come help, so we're going to try to do an organized retreat and see if we can survive this. Okay, we're still in the early battle phase, so when we get to the late battle phase, we're going to go ahead and do an organized retreat to get over here by our friends. There we go. Come on! Oh, we're already defeated. Wow. Well, that was fast. Okay, I guess we're routed and running away home. Wonderful. We retreated up this way back into our lands. Then I went out into the sea and came around. They decided to come over here and start a huge battle, so hopefully we're going to make it there on time. Let's find out. Speed it up a little bit. And let's see what happens and watch the battle unfold. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Sorry, Kilburn. You'll get to party with the gods in Valhalla. Okay, victory. Now the war is finally swinging in our favor. There's one thing I've learned. It's that when you have an enemy on the run, you keep him on the run. Now, I'm up by like 300 soldiers, and his quality is not very high, but it's still telling me that I will probably lose. And it looks like it's because of army commander. He has a better army commander. Even if I'm commanding myself at a 19, he's a lot better. So I'm going to slow my roll, see where he goes, and I think I'm going to go try to lay siege to his holdings and collect the loot and see if I can get prisoners along the way. My uncle's forces have recovered their tribal holdings, and now they march straight head in to the enemy. Final victory is at hand in this battle, the Battle of Nykøbing, and Lolland Foster will be recovered soon with a siege. In the meantime, I am laying siege to Bremen for the 12 loot. We laid siege to the bishopric of Bremen and captured the count himself. He is willing to pay a lot for his release. We're at 81% now, but we just sieged his capital and we're about to get a huge tick up. And there's 100% with a ton of gold. Okay, let's go ahead and march over this way, see if we can catch his final army. but hopefully they're going to go ahead and enforce demands. And there it is, enforcing the demands. The war's over, so be it. We'll probably get some money, we'll probably get some prestige. Now, we're losing a war over here. I don't even know why, but I don't want to lose any prestige, so let's go. The King of Alba sent me a letter wanting to converse, but he is a heathen. Being a humble man, I suppose I will politely decline, although it is tempting to hang his letter in my hallway. We caught Chieftain Yaroslav's small group out in the plains, and we're sure to deal with him quickly, utterly wiping his stack. Let's go ahead and go siege his tribal holdings. Now that the sparring grounds are complete, I believe I will upgrade them to warrior lodges to increase the levies and gain an extra knight. Alright, finally, here we go. We're going to get the holy site up here in Troendheim and Nidaros. We do not have a truce with Jarl Dag anymore. It says we can declare war on him. I want everything, so we're going to go subjugation and try to get it all. And the nice thing is, this ding-dong's in 4 wars and he's losing them all. So, this ought to be easy. I have been king of Sweden for so long that my vassals are beginning to be inspired by me. Well, if there's only one thing I'm good at, it's sieging and taking prisoners. Especially the guy who controls the land I'm trying to subjugate. So, I'm pretty sure we're going to be winning this war. Rather than use his capture as a way to win the war for the war score, I'm going to go ahead and ransom him, because I can get 100 gold out of him. He has literally no troops left from all the wars he's been fighting, so I'm just going to keep going and sieging, taking all his gold, and get this gold from him anyway. So, let's go ahead and go right here. Only 2 gold. There's 3. Oh, good deal, thank you. Okay. Oh, she avoided capture. Man, and I was going to sacrifice her to the gods, too. I know this button's here, but often they won't pay for it. Sometimes these buttons are a little bit different than what they'll offer, so I go ahead and check anyway. Hey, nobody else is going to? How's my war score? 57? Guess I'm going to have to lay siege. And I can go ahead and ransom this little girl, so I'll do that. A happy day indeed. My son, Björn, completed his betrothal and married Chiefess Ingebjörg Telstasdotter. She is a genius of a woman and will help him immensely. Finally, Jarl von of Småland has completed his wars. I had to send him a small gift, well, not so small, but he's willing to accept and become my vassal. Now, this should be part of Sweden. Excellent. Jarl Dag has finally succumbed to his many wars, and now we have control of one of the holy sites. One of our captives is the sister of the Jarl of Vestland, and she's apparently pretty valuable. So, he's so far away that we don't mind so much. Let's get that piety! Yeet! Now that we have Småland and the chiefdom of Nordmark, we can create the Duchy of Västergötland. Out of the 3 counties that are in that brand new Jarldom, I am liking Nupa the best. He used to be one of my champions, and his learning's extremely high, so I am going to grant him the title of the Jarldom of Västergötland, and then he can go ahead and try to conquer the rest of it and take it over. Granted title. There, and now he should be really happy. Between these 2 up here, I am liking this guy better, because he has some diplomacy and some learning. So he is going to go ahead and get the Jarldom of Norland. And now he likes me a lot too. So now, most of my vassals like me. Dag's going to hate me forever just because of all that. Let's go down and look. This guy is a -10 because he wants a seat on the council. He seems like he's good at stewardship, so let's go take a look. My current steward is this guy, so yeah. I can go ahead and swap out for him, make him happy, and that's good. So let's go back and look at the vassals now. Okay, he's happy. That guy's happy. Everyone else is happy except for Dag. Looking good. I'm definitely not going to do this yet, because that's going to be a -30 opinion. Save that for the very end, right when I'm about ready to go feudal. Now that I'm kind of cleaning up what's going on, I noticed that Jarl Vjan wants the chiefdom of Åland. And I thought, well, I don't own that. No, he wants them vassalized. So right-click, grant vassal. There's Åland. and he will accept, so he becomes his vassal. Now that should fix that vassalization problem, and now she vassals to him who vassals to me. We are very close to getting the last holy site that we need. All we have to do is incorporate our uncle, Jarl Sigurd, into our lands. Now, he will not accept vassalization, but he's not doing very well in his wars, so we'll be able to conquest and take over pretty soon. So what that means is we need to change and become theology focused. We're going to do theology, and we're going to go down this path right here. Now, all this is opinion based. We don't need opinion. But this, faith creation and reformation cost minus 50%, that's what we're aiming for, that perk right there. Okay, while we're at it, let's go ahead and get our wife to help us out. Thank you, dear. I've been thinking about Alfilder coming of age and being ready to marry. So I searched my neighbors, and I've discovered that Jarl Mats is not married yet. And I think that would be a good alliance, since he could help me against my uncle if I need it, and I could help him against the Catholics. There are rumors of them being related, but it must be so far back that nobody can trace it back to who the relation is. We have our second holy site in Troendheim, and we are on our way to the third in Jelland. And we got a lot of money from a lot of captives, so that's a pretty lucrative business. See you on the next episode. Double busy, getting busy, do.